Okay, hello! Welcome to Lily Acres. Today I will be showing you around on our family farm. So over here we have some zinnias and cosmos. I believe that the smaller ones are these cosmos and the more plump ones are the zinnias. We also have some grass trying to take over. Now if we go this way, we have our bigger garden, which is more or less just our flower bed with just a small vegetable garden. And that's a green stink bug. Don't want to mess with him. So if we come over this way, we have our lovely welcome sign. It's a bit rusty as it's been outside for many years, but it's very beautiful. Over here, sorry to disturb you, mister, we have our little gate. So if I can just get this unstuck. Yeah, it's not coming. Oh, there it goes. Then we just put that there, and then we pull up the gate, making sure I'm not harming this little guy because we don't want to hurt him. Oh, bye-bye. Have a nice day. We are just going to pop this right there. So if you come in here, over here we have our pumpkins. They might grow and they might not. Then over here we have our cucumbers. They should get growing very soon. Oh, hello there, Daddy Longlegs. I don't know where you are. And it's gone. Okay, so over here we have our snapdragons. We have many different colors. In the middle here you can see our white ones that are pretty new actually. We have different colors such as yellow, neon pink, and some very, very flame colored orange. Then over here we have some sunflowers, but the birds did actually eat them, so inside we are growing some inside, and then once they're big enough, we'll put them outside. Oh, I forgot I closed the gate. They need to close the gate. We don't need the deer getting in there. So it's a pretty simple contraption. We just have a little hole there, and another hole where we just place it. So then, basically we have this little bird, and we just flop it right here so that we can get it there. But I don't want it too tight since it's a bit harder to do. Now if we go this way, we do have the wheelbarrow and the fertilizer spreader out as we were fertilizing the grass today. Over here I have my little moss pit, as I call it. It is an array of different kinds of flowers and mosses. So it's a very rustic kind of look. So over here we have a little bit of iris and some hyacinths. And then over here we have just moss, and right here we have a pumpkin. He is not doing the greatest, but he's hopefully going to grow. Over here we have my shelving unit with my watering can and a little knickknacks. Then right here we have more zinnias and cosmos. I believe these are the small zinnias, and that's a weed. Don't want that growing. So then we also have lots of decorations like little ferns and such. Now if we come over here, we have our yards, and there flies the phoebe. So then if we just walk across our lawn a bit, we just get to our other garden. So over here is our other garden. Right here we have a bluebird house. I do believe they've already laid some eggs in there. It should be getting ready to hatch. Our phoebes have already hatched quite well. And, oh, hello there. So over here is our other garden. We have been weeding it recently. It's still quite a bit his nest in there. But we have lots of safety precautions to keep the deer out, as they're a rather bit of a problem. We also have bells right here, so we have lots of noisemakers to try to just keep the deer away. And over here is May's lovely irises. She grows many different irises. In the front you can see some dwarf irises, and in the very back you see some bit of a larger ones, and in the center you see medium-sized ones. Then if we go over here, we have the other side of the yard, but down here we have some pumpkins and potatoes, as well as our compost pile, or I should say piles. So right here are our potatoes. They did get a bit frosted, so that's why they're all covered in black, and their leaves are somewhat live, but not all the way. Then over here we have some lovely little pumpkins. Some of them are getting their newer leaves, which I'm super happy about. Sadly, animals enjoy messing up our compost, so we spray Irish Spring soap mixed with just some water, and then you spray it all over, and it's a great deer repellent and animal repellent. So over here we have our worn down and very old chicken house. It is a light teal and quite faded, but if you look at the inside you can actually see the original color, which is not as faded. There's lots of honeysuckle all over it. And we have quite a few plans for Lily Acres. Other than growing chickens after we fix up the chicken barn, we're thinking of growing honeybees as well. And if we really feel like it, we might even grow some pigs. So we have a bit of a gaping hole right here, you can see, and there's another hole right here. So that's why we're going to fix up the chicken house. We do have some ideas for the chicken house, as we are going to repaint it to a more normal color like red, and also take off the very back part, put some new base plates on. Right here is the back. No, don't get hurt. So this is the other part that is way more broken down. So we are going to fix that. And by fixing that, I mean getting rid of it. There's just the chicken window here. So then, if we come over here, we have many different kinds of flowers, and we also have a pomegranate tree. Recently, I have been trying to grow some apples, some apple trees. I believe they're Gala. They surprisingly are doing quite well. And over here we have another garden bed that we're working on. Then over here we have Spirea, which is one of my favorite bushes. I like it because it's quite light, lovely, and very white and pretty. Then over here we have some camellias, which are finishing up their bloom, but that's alright. We have enjoyed them. So over here is some more Spirea. They have very delicate cute little petals, and you can actually see their small little petals right here on the ground. So then over here we have another iris bed. So a bit more about Lily Acres. We have lots of plans, but a few things we were thinking of doing was fixing the chicken barn and maybe growing some honeybees And this is a lovely little iris. I think I'll try to press it if it's not dry already. But I think that other than possibly growing honeybees, we will probably be growing earthworms for our garden. We have lots of different trees, but most of them are just sweet gum and privet. So we're trying our best to get rid of all of that. And very soon we will have a lot done. But I think that wraps everything up. I would like to thank everyone for joining me today. So thank you and have a wonderful day.